All right, I just want to put a quick video out about the Social Security changes coming for 2026. I'm going to make it as quick as possible. I know most people don't like to watch these types of videos, but I feel like I wouldn't be doing your service by at least not talking about what's going on. So currently, 2026 COLA, cost of living increases, are going to be 2.8%. That's up from 2025. Basically what that takes is the average person who gets 2015 bucks is going to get 2071, and that's what most people agree upon is that it's not enough, right? And because costs are actually up more than 2.8%. I don't care what the inflation rate says. Matter of fact, AARP did a survey, and 77% of the participants that were surveyed said 3% would not be enough. So 2.8 is not going to cover it, but that's where we're at. Next thing, Medicare Part B expense is going to go up 11.6%. So that means that the average person was paying 185 is now going to be paying 206, which means it cuts into the overall 2.8% increase from from COLA, right? So there you go. You're losing money again. The taxable income, the tax on your income. Now, if you're still working, they typically cap off where they only tax Social Security on the first $176,000 you make total. That number is going up to 184,500. So 184,500. After that, your money's free and clear. So if you're in that kind of a tax bracket, good for you. Hopefully you're being a diligent saver, and you're going to end up being one of those millionaires that retires. Like most of us are not. That's just going to be the case. I'm not retired yet, but I won't be a millionaire when I do. So anyway, that's not a good one situation for you to be in. Next thing up is your tax break. If you are turning 65, if you're turning 65 next year, your tax break will be $6,000. This is the new deduction that's there, and then your income up to, if you're a single person, you get the full $6,000 if you're single and your income does not go above $75,000, and if you're a couple, if your income does not go above $150,000. However, that doesn't mean you don't still get something. If you make over that amount, you'll still get a portion of the $6,000 total deduction. And finally, what I've got today anyway, is that the Social Security earnings test that basically says if you're not a full retirement age and you are still receiving an income and collecting Social Security, you will still get a deduction for that, right? So it comes out to be one of every $2 that you make in side income on top of Social Security, you'll have to give back. And that income number went up. It used to be $23,800. Now it's $24,480. So basically anything you make over that $24,000, if you're not a full retirement age, you're going to be paying back 50%. $1 for every dollar over that. Different. So for instance, if you make $40,000, the first $24,000 you don't pay on. The next, $16,000 that's left, you'll have to pay back half of that, $1 for every dollar of that, or every $2 of that $14,000 you made. So and then once you hit 65, or once you hit full retirement age, though, you only pay that $1 of every three for every dollar above $65,000, right? So I know it's confusing. You have to kind of look it up to verify my numbers, but the year you're going to turn full retirement age, up until the month you do, you'll only pay one for every three instead of one of two. And then after that, it goes away. So that's my understanding. Now, last and final piece of this today. I don't know if you guys have been following the news this week about, with the government shutdown going on, we're all getting screwed in one way or another. If you were planning on using the Affordable Care Act to do an early retirement, which is one of the easiest ways to get insurance while you retire early, not under a plan from an employer, those prices, of course, gone through the roof and are going to continue to go up if the subsidies are cut, which they should be, because that's not Affordable Care Act if you have to pay subsidies to keep it afloat. But another thing that hit this week is Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, a Republican, who I'm typically a fan of because he's against big government and big government spending. But he wants to change the the retirement age, full retirement age to 70 is one that he's proposed. Now, I'm not saying anybody can or shouldn't retire whenever they're ready to retire. But if you're going to change the retirement age to full retirement age from 67 to 70, you better start backtracking, because that means that early retirement age, the earliest would be 65, unless they're going to give them even further reduced numbers at 62 if they keep that number in. So the whole thing is kind of BS. How about fund the program properly? How about kick the people off that were collecting benefits that shouldn't have been? And how about let's put some money back in there and get better trust managers that can't seem to make money? How about put Nancy Pelosi in charge of it? I mean, she made a 70% tax, not tax, 70% on her portfolio this year. It's better than anybody in the entire world ever. How about put somebody good on it that can make money? Because apparently she's great at it. Anyway, that's all I got. It's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.